Do you watch any animes?
Do I watch anime? Of course.
What animes you into?
Right now?
Yeah, what animes?
Currently? What am I watching? What animes do I like, or what am I watching?
What are you watching?
I've really just been watching Boruto. Just a lot of Boruto.
Wait, what part are you up to now?
So it's like finally getting. Spoiler alert! It's finally getting to like parts of the manga that like actually mean something.
Yeah. Did Kawaii? Is that his name?
Yeah, Kawaki.
Kawaki. Is he there?
Kawaki or something like that. Yeah. He's there. I mean, like they're already. So you've like read.
Yeah, I've read it, but it's like I stopped watching the.
Okay, so basically, like they're fighting Ishiki.
Is that the fat chubby guy?
No, Ishiki is the he's like the beastie Otsutsuki. He's like the one that had like the wine, and he fought like the Jiraiya clone.
Is it like the pain guy?
Nah, bro, he's like
the main nigga, right?
Yeah, but
they can't be fighting the main nigga that quickly.
But I mean, I don't know if he's like the main guy. He's like the current. I mean, I think Kawaki is gonna be like the main villain of Boruto. Honestly,
he is. I mean, it's what they spoiled in like episode 1 and shit.
Allegedly.
That's true.
Yeah.
His body's gonna be possessed by somebody else or some stupid shit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be possessed by this guy.
Yeah, the main.
Yeah, he does have the pain, like the chakra rods.
And I feel like he's like that villain of like, because you know, like what they did basically is like they brought back the Akatsuki.
Yeah.
And then they have like, you know, they're all mysterious and they're like, he's the one who's in charge. In reality, why should be like some other fucking guy like Toby in the background or some shit.
Yeah. And I mean, like, they didn't even realize that, like, what they were doing, like the Otsutsuki, whatever the name is, they didn't realize that, like,
yeah,
they were like just working to revive
for somebody
the
else
Otsutsuki.
Yeah.
You know.
So it was one of those things. And I'm like, I feel like he's gonna be like somebody gonna pull the carpet underneath him or the rug underneath him. It's like, all right, never mind.
Well, you know, I think what's interesting is like I feel like was it who was it inside of a Boruto? Momoshiki, I think his name is.
Yeah, I don't know none of the names.
But Momoshiki is like the one that like the Kages and Naruto and Sasuke fought. That Boruto finished with the Rasengan, with his little like invisible Rasengan. I feel like he's just gonna be like the new Kurama, and they're just gonna like, you know, bond, and he's just gonna like bequeath his powers.
Is Kurama so dead?
Kurama has not died yet. And like basically they've already released the titles for like the next like 4 episodes, and I think that like the 4th episode of this spate of episodes coming out is literally titled Goodbye Kurama.
Damn, they're moving quick.
They're moving faster than the manga.
Fucking quick. Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's
I think they've learned their lesson.
Yeah, because at first they were just stalling too fucking much. It's just like, you guys need to stop. I understood it at first, but now I'm like, you guys need to fucking stop.
And also, I think
it's horrible.
Because the mangas, the Naruto manga just come out every week.
Yeah, this one's every month.
And I think that
but they got the volume. They got like 3 chapters in it, so it's like, you know, it feels like Naruto. I believe,
but you get like 4 episodes a month though.
Naruto was like 16 pages every week, and Boruto I think is like 40 pages a month.
40 pages, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it kind of like evens out.
It's like 2.5 chapters. But you get 4 episodes, 30 minutes, 24. If we're being exact, like about 24, 25 minutes in length. Mm-hmm. Which like at 25 minutes that could easily be like 2 or 3 chapters. You know, like for example that fucking Jiraiya clone.
That
Koji,
is fucking weird.
He's actually kind of dope.
No, but it's like my thing is like stories, like they would just want to be like nostalgic about it, just like. It's almost like Star Wars. No, it's like Disney buying Star Wars to just like give us back Star Wars and just refresh like old characters. Like, oh no, we got a clone of Jiraiya. You know, he might be dead, but you know he's not dead.
So in this latest episode, they show like, cause like Ishiki obviously defeats him, and you know, unlike Jiraiya, he actually escapes, and in the anime. They show him escape. He does like a summoning jutsu. Toad comes out. Toad swallows him, and he disappears. You know, which I don't recall seeing that in the manga. You know, it just kind of ended, and then cut back to Amato and shit.
And the writer of Naruto is back.
Kishimoto. Yeah, he's back. They had some other guy doing it for him.
Like his assistant.
But that's dope. Yeah, Boruto is cool. I've been digging back into a One Punch Man just whenever I can.
Dude, I got this. I keep watching Gundam.
Oh, I mean,
I feel like I forgot it was, but like somebody like on YouTube like said Gundam Wing is like one of the worst stories ever, and I'm like probably.
I think it's one of the worst. I mean, it's like aesthetically like the best Gundam.
Yeah, like I think it's just that it was just like cool as fuck.
Yeah,
but it's
story wise, it's like probably one of the worst.
Yeah, I'm looking back at it now. Like he was just like a dumbass who's like, I know everything, and it's like I'm cool. I'm gonna kill myself. Nah, never mind. I'm
like 0080 is a classic. Like
amazing.
Like that shit had like actual stakes. I mean, Gundam Wing has stakes.
Yeah, but it was weird. But I go back and watch it.
But you ever seen I think it's called Iron Blooded Orphans?
Yeah, I love that one.
That one's incredible. The story in that is
amazing.
Like if a live action Gundam movie is made, that's the one they should make.
That would be
That's the one that they should.
It's short.
It's like what, like 20 episodes?
They're all like that. Like the majority of the Gundams are always like one season, and they're like, if we're good, we might get 2 seasons. But I think it was like 1 or 2 seasons. But it was just
one season of it.
It was like a good. Like I feel like you could get that like done in 1 or 2 movies.
And they went back, and this is what I hate about Gundam Wing. They went back to like making the Gundam special, because the whole point of Gundam was that like there was like one of them, and then like all these other robots, and like the Gundam was just like so much more superior than those that they had the Federation, whatever they're called, they had to build like usually what would be like the tall geese or some shit like that to fight the Wing Gundam or the 0080, the retro 0080 Gundam they put out. Like
I'm like Exia, bro.
I mean, it's essentially Gundam is like Jordan Brand, and they've been like retroing the 008, the 0079 Gundam with like new features for like the last like 30 years.
I love that shit.
G Gundam was good.
I don't remember.
G Gundam, it was like the fighting like tournament.
Oh,
they had like all the countries.
Shit?
Yeah, I mean, I just hate it.
I've never seen it, but that's one like I gotta watch. I've never seen
I mean, the one thing I will say is bad about it is that like it came out in that era where like in anime everyone had their finishing moves, and at the end of every episode they had to do like their finishing move. Like that fucking sucks about it. But the premise is dope. I did start rewatching Hajime no Ippo, which if you haven't, Hajime no Ippo is a boxing anime.
Oh, I think I've heard about that one.
It's about this kid named Makanuchi Ippo. He's like based off of Mike Tyson and Rocky Marciano.
Does he have like a little afro?
Nah.
Show me a picture of it. Camera still recording? Yes.
Makanuchi Ippo.
Oh, okay. I have not seen that one.
This anime is great. I watched some shit called Record of Ragnarok, which was weird.
I've heard about it.
That was pretty weird. I've been meaning to watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
I've heard about it as well.
And I've also been meaning to watch Demon Slayer. But see,
I haven't got into it or not. Did you ever see it or not?
Nah, see, my whole thing is this, like with newer anime. Like, all my otaku friends will sit around and be like, yo, this new shit, it's fire, it's amazing. And then, like, that'll just, like, make me not want to watch it.
Oh, when they like it too much or something?
Yeah. Even though, like, my guilty pleasure is My Hero Academia, I legitimately think that show is amazing. But,
bro, like, my shit with all these, like, shonen, it's just that. It's, like, the intro part, just, I can't stand the intro. I'm always like, let's get to the sweet stuff. And it's like, you got to build that character.
I mean, Naruto/Boruto completely, no one does openings better than them. But
because like my thing with Naruto, like they found a way to like make his character lovable hella quick.
Yeah,
and it's just like it didn't feel like a drag. Like the first episodes were just like cool, spot on, and it's like slowly just like got like more progressively like dangerous, and you started feeling from like like the Zabuza arc that kind of like build it like real quickly.
The shit that's crazy about like the Zabuza arc is that like Zabuza and Haku were like elite ninjas.
Yeah.
Like even like after the time skip, they were possibly still better. Still better than Naruto and all of them. It's just like Kakashi was just like
he just happened to be
that
there.
nigga.
Yeah.
Like
so my thing is like like that right there just like the progress just went rah, and then it kind of settled down, and then it went to the tournament.
The Chunin exams.
So if it would have started with the Chunin exam, I would have been like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? But the fact that they had that one little arc there made everything better. But all these other shit like Hunter
x Hunter.
You know, like it's slow, and then he goes into the tournament, and it's just like slow build up. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
let's get to it. Like, my hero is it my hero? My hero also is just like it starts off when he's like trying to apply for the school. I mean, they try to.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this nigga to graduate for like 4 years now.
they try to do it with All Might, where All Might is like getting into it. Like I guess he had like trouble in the start. Like I vaguely remember seeing it. And Demon Slayer is the same thing. It's like a slow little intro that it's just me. Like I just need to get into it quicker.
That's what I'm saying. I like Cowboy Bebop obviously like throws you right in it.
Yeah,
Samurai Champloo throws you right in it.
Yeah, like I like shit like that. I don't need the build, but I understand it builds the character, and they need that like long stretch to flush out these characters to then get to the point.
They want filler so that they can like.
That's the shit that gets me.
They want filler.
The filler.
Even though like Naruto, I would say is done better with filler than other anime. Actually, no, I'm lying.
They got
Naruto was like horrible with filler.
Horrible.
With filler,
it's like
honestly.
it's 100% like not like
Boruto has been like a lot better.
Some fillers are good. It's like, I understand them and shit.
Cause Naruto plus Shippuden is like damn near 500 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, but Shippuden is like legit half spoilers. Even like the war arc is just spoilers.
The fucking like Shippuden, the fourth Ninja War is just like. When like I think every couple months I like watch when Madara was resurrected and like it's just like Madara versus the fourth.
I see that shit like again like
the literal title is Madara versus the Allied Shinobi Army.
Yeah,
and he's like dominating
them, doing fucking flips and just slicing people around. Like, yeah, I'm just here having a good time.
And I mean the animation, the music, and everything. Like it was like top notch.
The meteor shit is life.
Crazy.
He's like, there's a meteor, and it's like, oh my god, it's a fucking meteor.
Here's another one.
Like, yeah, exactly. Oh, you can handle that one. Second meteor. It's like holy shit.
It's like, oh, cute water village. You think you're gonna like stop me with this?
And he's just like, oh, I'm still alive. Ha.
And like honestly, like. Itachi is like he's like the Darth Vader of the Naruto universe. Like he saved the world.
He's God, bro.
Like he saved the world. Like he saved everybody.
He's everything. He's like, I don't want no attention. I'm just gonna save you guys again.
And he was the real hero of the village.
He was. He's just that's good writing. You know what I mean? Like
him.
You got the like Hokages, and then you got like this guy nobody knows about, but he's the one that everybody like. He's a mean guy. No, he's actually He's a good guy.
Well, I mean, and that's the shit that I always thought was like interesting about Naruto, because like Naruto dealt with not the character, like the series dealt with like the theme of like death via war. I thought really interesting, because like people I think tend to forget that like the fucking Hokage was like assassinated, like the third Hokage who came out of retirement because the fourth Hokage was fucking killed by a demon. Like it's fucking nuts. And like even the way that like and that Orochimaru Sarutobi fight is like incredible.
That was great.
Like when he revives fucking the first and second Hokage, and like Sarutobi just like owns all of them. It's like and I also love that like Sarutobi was also like based off of like an actual like ninja. Like same thing like Sasuke, who's like based off of an actual ninja. Yeah.
Like I think Sasuke's name. No, his father's name was Sarutobi. One of them was named Sarutobi, right?
Sarutobi was the third Hokage.
Yeah.
That's Konohamaru's grandfather.
Yeah.
And like it was Sasuke Sarutobi, I think, was the real life figure.
Yeah. One of them was named like Sarutobi after the third Hokage, and I'm like, all right, cool.
But like the third Hokage was like elite, and I mean he was right. Like he would have like murdered Orochimaru had he been younger.
Sasuke Sarutobi.
Yeah. But I mean Danzo, even like Danzo was like not really a villain.
Nah, he wasn't, bro. He was like no, he was a Danzo?
Danzo wasn't really a villain, bro. Like
I mean he cared, but it's just he cared too much.
Like what was interesting, extreme. And I mean like you've already read the manga, so this is spoilers for people who haven't heard it, I guess. But like in the latest episode of Boruto, to hide Kawaki, they put him in an Anbu facility that had blockers against the Byakugan.
Yeah.
And it's like, who else but Danzo could have thought of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like, all right, so Danzo is essentially what Sasuke is to Naruto now.
Yeah.
But, like, Sasuke is going about it a whole, whole healthier.
He's like, Like, and we're working together at this time.
And I think it's interesting that, like, Boruto basically just he doesn't even want to be Hokage. He wants to be that. Because, like, I guess he thinks that, like, his father's going to be alive forever, and he's going to just, like, you know, be that dude. But, like, I think Mitsuki is dope. You know, I really, really like his character. And I think his, like, skill set is, like, really interesting. I like how they redeemed Orochimaru. I think that's cool.
He came back.
Yeah.
He almost, like, lost, like, character at the end of it. So when he came back, he's just, like, in a weird way, he's like, yeah, I'm over that. Don't worry about it. But I guess it's because he was, like, seeing shit through this girl's eyes.
Yeah.
And they didn't, like, flush that out in a, like, a
they didn't really, like, address it.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, yeah, I saw everything through her eyes. I'm cool now. I'll just do whatever
Sasuke
he
came out of like, her mouth and shit, right? Like,
yeah, like
he came out the curse seal. Revived himself from the curse seal, yeah. And what was her name? She's like a big now.
Uncle. Yeah, I love that. I love the fact that, you know, she was, like, this slim girl. You know, and it's, like, realistic. Like, people are slim when they're, like, you know, they're just big.
They're, like, aging and shit.
She's, like, eating, and it's just like, okay, you're fat now. Dope.
Yeah, because the war, like, ended for them. You know, like the war is over.
Her father is that guy from the, you know, that does the... He's also, like, he's not part of Ambu, but he's, like, the guy with the bandana who does, like, the fucking Guantanamo Bay shit on people.
Oh, the dude with the scars and shit.
Yeah.
Who died in the fucking
the war, right?
In the war, yeah.
But I think
he was dope.
There was like a filler where he had like a son, like on one of the fillers, and they didn't talk about it too much.
I mean, like, and that was another thing that was cool about Naruto is that, like, even like their side niggas had like cool designs and shit,
stories, great backstories and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Like fucking like Sai is like mad dope.
He had like a great development. He's just awkward at first. But
Yamato, like, where the fuck is Yamato in Boruto? You know?
Where is? Oh, he's fat. He's not fat. He's old. I think he's just with Kakashi now.
Nah, he's like with Orochimaru.
Oh, he was hunting him. Yeah, he was like making sure he's like not doing nothing wrong. And it's just I understand, but it's just I he's always been doing that.
Yeah. I mean, he was on Anbu too.
No, but his job was like searching for Orochimaru since way back. Because when Pain broke into the village and the Tensei was going loose, he was on a mission to search for Orochimaru or watch Orochimaru. And everybody's like, where is he? Like, he's on a mission observing Orochimaru. So during Boruto, you know, they still like haven't fully forgiven like Orochimaru. Just like, yeah, we're gonna let you do whatever the fuck.
I mean, Naruto's like keeping it away from like the village. Like the village doesn't know that like Orochimaru
he's still
is like doing shit.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, we still know you killed the third Hokage. We're like letting you rock, but like, just keep it on the minimum.
Like Naruto just has like Orochimaru doing like eugenics for like like the leaf.
I mean, I think that's how life is. You know, like the FBI and shit. Like, all right, you're pretty smart, bro. Do you want to work with us? We could throw you in jail, or you could just work with us. And like,
that's a fact.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll work.
I mean, like, do you think Kishimoto kills Naruto?
I hope they don't, because I feel like there's a better way.
I feel like too many Hokages have died.
There's a better way of telling the story than like, let's get rid of the most strongest guy here.
Yeah.
Even though you do need that for a story, like you got to get rid of him.
I mean, just like send that nigga somewhere.
Yeah, like the Shadow Realm. I mean, that's what they did last time. You know,
they banished him.
They put him in a jar.
Which is like, if you see the spoilery like opening to Boruto, like he does, like Kawaki does say, "I'm gonna send you to where your father is."
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing. It's very like vague.
Yeah. And like, you know, recently I went back and just like looked at, because I spend so much time on Boruto subreddits, that I went back and looked at like Kawaki's like fit in that scene, and he kind of looks like Jigen, and he has like Jigen's like staff, you know, like the dude that like the Otsutsuki.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
he's trained by him and shit. Makes sense.
So I think that like honestly they're gonna like, well, we know that they defeat Ishiki, and I think that like. Yeah, they did that last chapter, huh? Defeated Ishiki.
I haven't read the chapter.
The new chapter has to come out yet. It comes out in...
Let me tell you something, right? I got like this...
Come out in like 5 days.
I did a review of one of those chapters, or 2 chapters of like Naruto. I got so much backlash. Niggas were mad at me. I'm like, God darn, what happened here?
But that's funny.
Because I forgot why I was like upset, because I think like the pacing of it just wasn't for me. Because like, you know, you gotta wait a month for something to happen, and then it didn't deliver. It was just like, here I'm like, all right, thanks, I don't care. And it's like they try so much This was not the old writer. It was like the assistant one. It's just his writing just wasn't for me.
I feel that, but yeah, I think
like I hope it's gotten better. Like I pray the pacing has gotten up. Because, I'm reading fucking Attack on Titan on one side. I'm like, this is insane.
I mean...
Then I'm going to Boruto. I'm like, I don't care, bro.
I mean, I'm sure the Attack on Titan, like, manga is, like, great. But, like, I just can't watch the anime.
Oh, how far do you get?
I mean, I watched the whole thing. Like,
when you say whole thing, like, first season?
First and second season.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like 3 seasons? 2 seasons?
4 seasons, up to the
4
final
seasons.
season.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, it's similar to what Naruto was going through, where it's like, not Naruto, but like the Shonen, where it's like they're developing in that first season. Eren, it starts off as a character where he's just like a loud, annoying kid, like, I'm gonna kill these people. Yeah. And once something happened, he swishes. And once he swishes, he's Sasuke. He's like, just Sasuke.
Right.
And it's just, he goes from like, I'm gonna kill people. It's like, now he's just Sasuke, not saying anything, just like, yo, what is good with this guy? And everybody's just like, what happened to him and his character development?
Well, I mean, they're like child soldiers, like they're like fucking traumatized and shit.
Oh boy, oh, have you read it?
I read it like a decent amount of it.
How far did you get? I'm trying to like.
I would say probably like 2 seasons worth of it.
All right, what's the last thing you remember reading?
Oh, I can't even tell you.
Did they get to the basement or no?
Basement. I don't recall the basement.
What did you read? Because all right, this is a joke. I'm like, what do you believe you read? Because I'm like, I promise you, whatever you think you did, that was 5% of this fucking story.
Okay, then yeah, I've had.
Because if you're saying like, what is the basement? I'm like, bro, you gotta go back.
All right, I'll try. I'll give it a look.
You go back and you let me know what happened the day after you read that basement.
Have you seen a Vinlin Saga?
No.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. It's like Norse Game of Thrones, but like anime.
Vinlin Saga.
Yeah, and like there's like the manga has like 170 something chapters right now. But like, there's also this manga that like if you haven't read it, you totally should, especially because I think you would really like the art in it. Vagabond.
I've heard about it,
bro. Vagabond is. I think it might possibly be the best manga series ever made, but
because like I'm always watching those YouTube videos, like top 5 mangas, whatever.
Vagabond is definitely,
and it's one of those names that keeps showing up. And I'm like, Vagabond.
It's like an anime. It's like an anime retelling of. I think they should make an anime out of it, but it's like a retelling of Miyamoto Musashi.
He's still recording.
The real life samurai who had over 60 duels, I believe, and never lost.
Oh, good for him.
That's really good. It's anime. Oh, this is what I watched recently. Psycho Pass. You ever heard of that?
No.
Psycho Pass it's like Law and Order and like Minority Report like put together with like Ghost in the Shell. Like basically like it's about this police unit which is like comprised of like former criminals and like detectives in this like in this world where like they have these guns, these kind of weapons called like dominators that like when they point it at a person they can see this number that tells them criminal intent.
Oh, okay.
And like they can't fire the weapon if the criminal intent index is too low.
Some fucking what's that shit called? Westworld type of shit.
It is some kind of shit like that. But then when it increases,
and I've never seen that show.
They like fire off this fucking laser that like causes people to just like inflate and then like fucking just combust into like blood and guts and shit. It's insane. But it's like this like super deep like psychological story and shit. Cause like the main character is like this girl. Mm-hmm. She for whatever reason the guns, the weapons and shit can't read her criminal intent.
Okay.
And
this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read that.
I don't know if there's a manga, but the anime is great. But definitely, it has to be a manga. Though. Definitely check it out.
Vagabond. And you read that Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I'll look at Attack on Titan. But back to Boruto though. I think that like Sasuke is gonna be the big death.
Nah, because spoiler alert, I don't know how far people got. Sasuke got his eyes removed.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Rinnegan anymore. He's basically a weakling.
He needed to lose that like power up. And
but I mean, like
Naruto lost Kurama. I mean, that's also what it means. Like you got to figure out how to like depower these people.
But Naruto is essentially Gaara now. Gaara is still like mad powerful.
I feel like Naruto's so fucking killer.
And I mean, Naruto, his like taijutsu is like elite now.
He's still
like,
God.
He's elite.
I think that's like the issue with Boruto. Sometimes is like I don't feel like nobody's a threat.
Nah, Boruto's kind of elite. Like
no, but I mean like in the like when he like a new villain comes around, I'm like Naruto help, and then it should be over.
But like and I mean Naruto's still gonna have Sage Mode. He's still gonna have like that other shit.
I feel bad that they took Sasuke's eyes out.
Yeah, I mean, but that's why I think he has to die though. Cause like, how is Sarada gonna like get like the Mangekyo Sharingan and shit like that?
Yeah,
does she have to like take an eye?
Unless if he has like Obito's stash somewhere, which he probably definitely
just
does.
has like Danzo's stash.
Yeah,
of, like,
I'm like
those like Sharingan kids are still around. Those little like
those little fucking weird hillbillies. I love that fucking arc. That shit was so good because at first it was like, we thought that Karen was this girl's mom, and I'm like. That it was like gossipy, but it was like so good.
I mean, there were some okay, like again, like I think Boruto's handled filler better than
that was
than Naruto. Because I mean, like the Mujina, whatever, Mujina thieves, whatever it was that I forget.
Or like that little town,
the bandits,
right? Yeah,
that was dope. The prison shit was cool.
Yeah, I like the little prison shit.
Yeah,
the art, their fillers feels
the shit with Nue and the cyborg bitch that was cool. Yeah, they've had some.
They're fleshing it out. I guess they got like Naruto to look back on and see what they could have done better and improve and shit like.
But
that.
It's like I don't care about Rock Lee's son. Like I don't ever want to see him.
Lee?
Yeah, I don't ever want to see him in some shit. Like I like she could die. I can't wait for the time skip to see like.
Oh, I hope they have a time skip.
Because like he's they have to. I mean, because like you know that he's getting like wind jutsu like Tamari. He's probably gonna get Tamari's weapon, at least the raccoon.
So.
And that's what I'm really like hyped for, like to see like their children like go into the time skip and like really be better than all of them. I'm not so sure that Boruto is ever gonna like. Honestly, Boruto at was he like 13? At like 13, he's like a far better ninja.
Of course,
Naruto.
it's
like,
a given.
Far better.
He's way better.
But what he needs to learn is that goddamn gentle fist, like his fucking uncle. He needs to learn that palm shit. Then he gonna be elite.
God, that'd be dope. They should definitely like expand on that. Like,
he already has basically mastered Winjutsu.
He should definitely be doing that. Like, you got a whole other clan over there. You got to like speak up with. Like, hey, can we just train for like 2 days?
Yeah, I mean, isn't he technically like the inheritor of the Hyuga clan?
He should be training a lot more. Like, I understand Sasuke is cool, but you gotta call your peeps over there and see what up.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna like. I mean, if what we saw in the first like episode is true, he's gonna like inherit all of Sasuke's shit. He's gonna get the sword. He's gonna get the cape. He's
a little fucking bandana.
But I guess that like, cause my theory is that like something's gonna happen in Naruto. Maybe he's gonna be incapacitated. Maybe whatever's gonna happen. Maybe he go into a coma. I think the smartest thing is
they already played all these things. You know what I mean? Like in the, I don't know if it's in an anime yet, but they took him out. They put him in a jar.
Yeah, they already did that.
They put him in a jar. You know what I mean? They played all these scenarios. Like, let's take him out. Let's get rid of Kurama.
So you're saying they gotta kill him?
I mean, they're basically just like fucking power him every like 2 weeks. Like,
right. Yeah, I mean,
it like it bothers me in a weird way. You know what I mean? Like
Naruto would never retire.
Yeah, because like there has to be another way of telling a story without getting rid of this guy. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to like depower somebody to like say a good story. Like, Naruto shouldn't have to lose his power. He shouldn't have to be watered down.
I mean, like, essentially what I think is going to happen is that like Kawaki is going to make the entire village believe in science instead of like ninjutsu.
Yeah, they're gonna have to evolve in one.
He's gonna become like some kind of like cult leader of like the entire village, and they're gonna like rebel against like the Kage system.
Because like technology seems to be the one thing that everybody's like, you don't need to learn no jutsus. Here's the shit. We'll teach you this one.
And like Boruto is just gonna like run off, like escape, and shit, and just like trap. Like I feel like we're gonna like encounter like some big like solo travel arc with fucking Boruto, because he doesn't have to like. No one has to hide him. Like even with the karma shit, like Momoshiki is there. Like they're gonna figure that shit out soon. Like for sure. Like so, no one has to hide him really. Like there are places for him to go. He could go to the Sand Village. Like, I think Gaara's like literally like his god uncle or some shit like that. You know, he could go to the Sand Village. He can, fuck it. He might even go to the now defunct Uchiha Village. You know, like, there are places where he can go and he can like hide out. I also think that he's gonna get trained by Koji. I think that's gonna happen too.
I'm like, did they rebuild the Uchiha Village after like
Sasuke just lived there alone?
Like, Pain demolished it. Did anybody like even care about it?
Bro,
because who was living there prior to like nobody?
Are the Uchihas just black people? No. Those like Thunder people are like, black people.
Yeah, I love those.
Like Killer Bee and like A.
Dude, I remember when they like first came out. Like when Killer Bee was like the first black guy on fucking Naruto, and people were just fucking tight. It's like, fuck you, this guy's rapping. That's your idea.
Then you saw his brother.
Yeah, his brother came out. You're like, oh, never mind. These people are solid, bro. And then you like, they're all fucking cool.
Yeah, that whole village is fire.
They're like, nah, there's only one clown. He was outside for a reason, bro.
But he's also like weirdly elite too. Dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably did.
I guess I'm like, we're gonna have to like wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Seconds. But, all right, whatever. Batteries, not charged. This is, in my head, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking about. I can only say about my head. There's an anime podcast, a manga podcast here. There's like a podcast where me and you're doing together. Yeah. And then there's like a third podcast, which is the Kilmota podcast.
I mean, I'm with all three, bro.
All right, I'm like in my head. I'm like it's weird because it's like you could like chop all three of these things up, or you could leave it together as one fucking podcast. And in my head, I'm like, we want all three of these assholes. We want to branch out.
I mean, we could just like have segments, huh? You know, I mean, I guess that like the 5 people that listen to this, they can like give us feedback.
The 5.5. No, it's in my head. I'm saying this. I think we should like all right.
Because I feel like we had a good flow. We went fashion, music.
And then ended up in anime.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Or pop culture.
I'm like, is this still recording? I'm like, is this like 1 podcast or 3 podcasts? But I think it should be 3 podcasts.
Nah, bro. I mean, like, it's...
No, I'm going to still shop it up.
I think...
put it in 3 different locations.
Oh, I was about to say, because I think it's fine as 1 podcast, honestly.
That is true.
You know, because I mean, like we live in the age of timestamps.
That is true.
And we could just like, like design it in a way where like... Because I think what people want more than anything is, like, they want to hear, like, the stream of consciousness, like, kind of discussion.
In my head, it came to life during the anime, the manga.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That's when it was
I think we, like, really figured it out.
Yeah, like, in my head, like, there we go, anime is great. And at first, it's just like, this is weird. I'm like, all right, there we go. That's the one right there.
Yeah, I think because we weren't really, like, we really had our talking points with the anime.
The anime is like, it's a natural conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
But again, we didn't have a map. I mean, like, neither of us really gave a fuck about the Met Gala. We just talked about it because we just talked about it. But like, I thought we did pretty good with the Donda talk. Donda. Kendrick, Baby Keem, we did pretty good with that.
Right, I'm so like divided.
I mean, you just divide into clips, man. I think there should just be an overall like, because I think we just did about.
How long? 2 hours.
Yeah, we are actually still recording. I had paused it real quick, but
let's just keep recording. Who cares?
But yeah, dude.
This is episode 1 of Who the Fuck Knows What.
Brought to you by 2 niggas who don't know shit.
Whatever, bro. Don't expect too much. Figure something out. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
When are we doing this again?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm down whenever. We could do midweek every week, or we could do like bi-weekly. I don't care.
No, every week would be fine. Today's Wednesday. All right, so that means we'll probably record 1 more, and then after that we'll release it after that. So at least we have like 1 episode, then we have a back like the episode next, and then
Right.
But unless if we get to the point where like some wild shit happens every week, I mean we should.
Yo, we could be like the Brown Stretch and Bobbito, but like with talking points.
We should really. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What?
My bad. I think we should do it every week. But
okay.
We'll release 1 and 2 the same day and shit.
Facts.
And at least that way people have some other shit to watch right away.
We'll give you guys some good art, some good graphic design.
And then like, haha. and it'll be like the third one would release on that same like the next day or some shit. So
Right.
like 1, 2, and 3 will come out like day one.
Yeah, I guess at least to like fill up to fill up shit for now, we like do it weekly until we get into a good groove. Then we reassess.
Getting to a good groove, you're lucky.
But one thing I do think we should have at the end of every pod is shout outs. Any shout outs? Anybody want to shout out?
Man, fuck these niggas, you're.
All right, yo, shout out to being a good Muslim, and shout out to Big Body Best for also being a good Muslim. You know, alhamdulillah, peace.
I don't know how to feel about this.
You can cut that out.
I'm just like, damn, this nigga, why you doing this shit? Like, bro, what the fuck? I'm just trying to like podcast and be nice and shit.
I'm just
Damn.
shooting shit. All right, that was an hour and 50 minutes. Actually, was not that long.
I sent it to me.
Yeah,
yeah, but we did 2 of them or some shit.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying together it was an hour and 40 minutes. I mean, an hour and 50 minutes.
That's not bad. Send that to me.
Hello.
Damn these niggas.
Hello.
Peace.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey, what's up? How you feeling?